Aviwe, we've seen this happening, and I know that for a lot of South Africans, this is really something that is unfair, especially for those who are registered and have the right to be in this country. How are things going where you are?
Well, hundreds of members from Operation Dudula, Soweto-born movement, is basically already in Hillbrow. You'd understand the notoriety that's associated with Hillbrow. A lot of drug lords, we are told, are here. A lot of hijacked buildings, and the majority that stay here are foreign nationals. But of course, you'd understand those economic dynamics that have now increased the tensions between South Africans as well as these foreign nationals. These people that you see on the ground here say they're here to even clean up, we understand, Hillbrow and Spot. In fact, I want to quickly read a tweet that I just saw now from Mtila, basically saying that we're on our way to Hillbrow. We have nothing to lose but our city to regain. Ready for any eventuality. Dudula Sunnyside loading. In fact, I've got Mtila here just to maybe outline what you're here for. Mtila, thank you for joining us, but what's the mission here today?
The mission here is to remind South Africans that we are not going to have borders in our own countries that are made by illegal foreigners, because there's a thing now. South Africans can't just walk freely in Sunnyside. South Africans can't just walk freely in Hillbrow. Now we are here as South Africans to walk our streets. These are our streets. They don't belong to anyone. They don't even belong to government, because government is the people and the people are here. Number one. Number two, we are here to ensure that the same bylaws that we are expected to enforce in Soweto and every other place in South Africa are enforced in dominated areas of illegal foreigners.
I want to talk about the legality of it all, because in speaking to the police, they say that you're not allowed to go into any specific buildings if you don't have a warrant. It seems like you don't have a warrant yet. So what are you going to do exactly?
This is what's funny. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. But let me tell you what's funny coming from our South African police. South Africans don't have a warrant to enter buildings, but the illegal foreigners entered the buildings without a warrant. We must think twice about these laws. We must start thinking about this constitution.
So what's going to happen here, given that there's a lot of police already on the ground? They're saying they're not going to allow you.
Yeah.
Already we've seen tensions fuel up between yourselves and the police already, when there were earlier gunshots that we heard here.
Yes.
How are you going to keep it safe?
Let me tell you something. My people here are very disciplined, high discipline, serious here that you are going to see. When the command comes out that if someone wants the toilet, one of our ladies wants the toilet, they will go into a building and access the toilet. We are not going to be told that in South Africa you need a warrant to access a building when other people don't. And when that time comes, you will see at the end of the day what happens. Let that moment come. I don't want tomorrow they must say I was inciting violence, I said 1, 2, 3. While the cops are here protecting illegal foreigners who have entered and locked themselves in our South African owned buildings.
Given the notoriety of Hillbrow in itself and what the crime that we hear is here, aren't you endangering the lives of the people that are here, that you've come with here, bringing them here in a place that you know is riddled with the allegations of crime?
Everyone that's here, from a young person, ladies and men, old people, our grannies and our grandpas that are here now that you are seeing, they are here understanding the security issues that come with being here. And no one asked them to come here. Everyone who's here has volunteered to come here, because unlike many South Africans who rely on Twitter and live on their couches, we still do have South Africans that are willing to live and die for their country. And the people that are here are already prepared for that. Any eventuality, like I said, we are prepared for it. If people come to us with love, we'll give them love. If they come to us armed, we'll give them arms. No problem.
Okay, I want to quickly bring in the chairperson of Dudula on this side. I heard you had a heated altercation with the police just earlier on. We heard guns ring off. Where are those guns coming from, the gunshots that we heard?
No, we can't confirm that they are guns. Hence, we're communicating with the police to say they must give us a space as a leadership to understand what is happening and make sure that we're marshalling our forces. So we can't just say there's guns, whereas we never see the guns. We're here, members of Dudula, they're very disciplined. What we want as Dudula is to claim our South Africa back, is claim our streets. The problem is that it's crime, it's drugs, there's a mess. And we must know about crime. Once there's no leadership, people will lead themselves. So that's what we're doing here. We're claiming back our country. We're doing it for the coming generation.
Many say there are undertones of xenophobia in all of this.
There's nothing xenophobia. What we're saying, remember, We're not fighting against foreigners as such. We're saying illegal immigrants. You cannot come to a country illegally. Because the people that are coming illegally here, they're the ones that are committing crime, they're the ones that are hijacking buildings, and our government does nothing. In actual fact, the very same police, they're in cahoot, they're working with them, they're collecting money from these people. My brother, this street here, there's no place in Johannesburg. In terms of visibility of police, every hour you'll count 5 vans, police vans here. But they are not arresting, they are collecting bribes, they are collecting money from drug dealers. That's why I was saying it cannot be correct. If you can stand up as South Africans now, no one will stand up for ourselves. It's our time, and we are saying now, enough is enough.
Okay, thank you very much. That's the chairman of Dudula, Operation Dudula, as they will go into the streets of the notorious Hillbrow. They say that they are going to go clean it up, go to the various drug lords, hijack buildings, and basically the ranks in efforts to cleaning up Hillbrow. We'll keep you posted, of course, Maseko, in the developments as they happen. They're currently just converging now as they then plan to march along these streets.
All right, it's going to be a very interesting day for you, Aviwe. We'll come back to you as soon as there's more developments. Senior reporter Aviwe Mtila in the Johannesburg CBD.